Hello everyone. This video is intended to provide a brief biographical summary of my background in the field of clinical neuropsychology generally and as a clinical researcher studying ADHD specifically. You can find more about my background in the biographical sketch posted along with this video, and over under the Posts menu you can find my full vita or resume. Let me begin with my education. I received my associate's degree in 1972 from Wayne Community College. That is in Goldsboro, North Carolina. I happened to be there because it was in the United States Air Force and I had just completed my tour of duty in Vietnam. In order to continue my education while in the service, I went to the nearest college, that being Wayne Community College, and received an excellent education there. Following my discharge from the military in 1972, I went over to the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, where I continued my studies of psychology and the biological sciences, and eventually received my bachelor's degree in 1973 in psychology. While there, I had a chance to begin my research career under the supervision of Dr. Donald Ruth, who was also at the university's medical center. Thereafter, I went to Bowling Green State University in Ohio, where I received my master's degree and my doctoral degree in clinical psychology with a specialization in clinical neuropsychology. After that, I moved to Portland, Oregon, where I attended the Oregon Health Sciences University and did an internship in medical psychology and the handicapped child at the Child Development and Research Center there. In 1977, after leaving Portland, I took my first job at the Milwaukee Children's Hospital and the Medical College of Wisconsin. There, I began as an assistant professor of neurology, and I founded the neuropsychology service, which continues to this day. I stayed with the medical college from 1977 to 1985, leaving as an associate professor in neurology. At that time, I moved to Worcester, Massachusetts to assume the position of Director of Psychology and Professor of Psychiatry and Neurology at the University of Massachusetts Medical Center. There, I founded the research clinics for child and adult ADHD, and I continued to do clinical work for the next 17 years. In 2003, I left that medical school to move to Charleston, South Carolina, where I became a professor of psychiatry and health sciences at the Medical University of South Carolina, where I stayed until 2016. I then moved to Richmond, Virginia, and began as a clinical professor of psychiatry at the Virginia Commonwealth University School of Medicine. I ended that position and my career in medical schools at the end of 2022. During my career, I've published more than 300 scientific papers and book chapters on ADHD and related disorders. I've also published numerous rating scales, as well as produced 7 award-winning videos on ADHD. I have given more than 800 invited addresses internationally across 37 different countries. I've also had the pleasure of receiving numerous awards from various associations, such as the American Psychological Association and the American Association for Pediatrics, and so on. These awards were given to me for my career-long contributions to research, to clinical care, as well as to the dissemination of science, especially about ADHD. Throughout my career, I've had the pleasure of appearing on numerous television programs in order to disseminate knowledge about ADHD and advocate for those with the disorder. I appeared on such programs as 60 Minutes, Sunday Morning, Good Morning America, CNN, and many national and local television programs. So I've spent 45 years of my career now not only working in clinical neuropsychology, but especially devoting my life to clinical care of those with ADHD and related disorders, and conducting and publishing clinical research about the condition. On this channel, I hope that all of this expertise will come through in my lectures, weekly research summaries, and occasional commentaries about the news on ADHD. Thank you for viewing this channel, and I hope that you will find it to be very useful. Be well.